So the PgMP scenario that we have this time is super interesting to understand the roles and responsibilities of different key stakeholders in a program. Let me first read out the scenario and then I will discuss. During a critical phase of a digital transformation program, a major scope change is proposed due to the evolving market conditions that could fundamentally impact the program. As a program manager, you require a prompt and effective decision. Who holds the primary accountability for helping this type of change? The option choices that we have are program sponsor, program steering committee, portfolio executive committee, or program manager. Let's check the options one by one, but first let's talk about the key terminologies and the points to focus on in this scenario. So we are working on a critical phase of a program when a major scope change is proposed, right? This is important. As a program manager, you require a prompt and effective decision. This prompt and effective decision part is important. And who is the primary accountability to perform this change approval? Please be also very considerate about this thing that there's a possibility that multiple roles and responsibilities are shared depending on the availability and depending on the programs as well, like how important or how low risk a program could be. So we can't say that something is for hard and fast when it comes to roles and responsibilities, but like generally for most of the programs, most of the time, the roles and responsibilities that work, we are talking about that. And of course, everything that we explain is always in alignment to the PMI recommendation. So PMI also doesn't recommend things by saying that every program should be following the same role, responsibility, accountability in the same manner. They also say the same thing, that this has been observed in the industry that for most of the programs, most of the time, when we have categorized the responsibilities and job description this way, that the program has worked effectively. So we are following the same. Starting with the program sponsor. See, program sponsor is that one person who is the ultimate authority in the program, who is a key decision maker in the program. Program sponsor is also a definite member of program steering committee. He usually chairs the program. So program sponsor could be a good choice for this scenario. Had the scenario mentioned that as a program manager, you require an immediate and urgent decision. If the decision is that important and that urgent, that as a program manager, you don't have time to gather everybody from the steering committee, or at least the important members of the steering committee, for a meeting or for discussion and understanding the issue. In that case, a sponsor could take the decision on his own on the behalf of the whole steering committee as well. So a sponsor could be a good choice only when going to the steering committee is not an option because of time constraints or because of the the importance of that matter. Otherwise, whenever you come across a decision in the program which is with respect to some major scope change or a material change with respect to scope, with respect to schedule, with respect to budget, with respect to resources and their availability, or with respect to addition or removal of components, or with respect to some suspensions or deferment or reprioritization or anything, you should be going to the program steering committee, right? But in some cases, which is already defined in the program governance model, that what could be the possible cases where it is okay for the program sponsor to take the lead and make the decision on his. Otherwise, the steering committee is the right structure, is the right body to go to for major program decisions. Right? It's a major scope change, which has happened due to the changing market conditions for your program. It's a big thing. It's a strategic change. So for every strategic change, program steering committee is the right structure to go to. Right? And program steering committee is not a person. Is a stakeholder, is not a person. It's like a group of people who are the ultimate decision makers. And usually in the program steering committee, the composition that we have is, of course, the sponsor, who is the ultimate accountable person. You can have project, sponsors as well. You can have, of course, the program manager is one of the members. Program business change managers are there in the program steering committee as well. You can have supplier and user representative in the program steering committee as well. You can have a couple of independent advisors, consultants, and subject matter experts in the program steering committee as well. There is no hard and fast formula for program steering committee, but usually up to 8 to 10 members are recommended. Like the relevant roles are recommended in the program steering committee, and all of them together make a decision. And where multiple multiple sponsors are there in a program, then the representative of every sponsoring group or organization is also there in the committee. And who is going to be the ultimate sponsor, like the ultimate accountable person, is decided by the different sponsoring organization. But accountable person or the chair of the steering committee is always one person. So to answer the roles and responsibility related questions, you also should be knowing the right composition and the right roles and responsibilities for the program steering committee. So between sponsor and steering committee, in this case, you need a prompt and effective decision, but you don't need an urgent decision. So steering committee is better option than sponsor alone, because sponsor definitely is going to be part of the steering committee, of course. Now, option C and option D. Option C says going to the portfolio management or portfolio steering committee can be mapped to an executive committee in case the portfolio steering committee doesn't apply in case of your program, or if the program is directly working under the organization and not really with a portfolio. Directly escalating to portfolio steering committee without consulting the program steering committee and the program sponsor is not the right thing to do. Of course, it's a major scope change. It may impact the portfolio objectives as well because of the strategic shifts in the program. But decision-making criteria and decision-making authorities should be very well defined in the respective governance model. So, as per the program governance model, if the matter is not able to be taken care of by program steering committee, then the next level in the hierarchy for governance comes in, but not bypassing the different levels in the governance hierarchy is ever a solution. So option C is out. It's not the primary accountability for approving the material changes in scope or different other constraints of the program. Program manager. So program manager could be a discussion over here, that why program manager himself can't make the decision for major scope change. Program manager is the person who is going to present this change to steering committee and the sponsors. Program manager is going to make a case for this change. Program manager is the person who is going to evaluate the right interdependencies, the right different type of changes that probably would be needed to make in the program in different projects and components. The right priority for this change and what other things are changing because of this, what components that you may need to add because of this, what components that you may need to defer, to reprioritize, or to remove because of this. So all of those changes and those suggestions are going to be coming from program manager, which he is going to present in the program phase gate reviews or any other program reviews. And depending on the approval from the steering committee, the change is going to be implemented later on. And with respect to the implementation of the change, program manager is the right person to make that happen with the component managers and other stakeholders by making the updates in the right artifacts like the program roadmap and program management plan and all. So this is the role of the program manager with respect to the strategic program level changes. He is not the ultimate authority to approve the changes until and unless that decision is granted by steering committee. And for that, of course, the context is available. The context will be available in the questions, and you will have that mentioned in the governance model. So the right answer to this question is option B, program steering committee. I hope you enjoyed this conversation. I will be back very soon with the explanation of another PgMP scenario. Till then, take care. Goodbye.